Hey everybody and welcome back. Hope your guys' weekend went pretty well. It's Monday today. And yeah, I had a fun night last night. I had to reinstall Windows on my PC because it crashed and got corrupted while I was in the middle of editing my videos. So that was pretty fun. But anyways, without further ado, let's just jump right into the news. So it looks like Modern Warfare Remastered did get a trailer, as you guys can see right here. It's coming 9 years after the release. Obviously, Call of Duty hasn't been out, or Modern Warfare hasn't been out in like 9 years. So they're remastering it if you guys aren't aware. They're going to include it with Infinite Warfare, which I'll get into that in just a couple minutes here. But I guess pretty much Call of Duty Modern Warfare was the turning point of the Call of Duty series because it included like different style of character traits, extensive weapon mods, and an XP based ranking system, which has never been done before in Call of Duty. And I guess you guys can tell this game looks really, really good. And I guess the remaster brings a new layer of polish to the game and the familiar environments that everybody knows and loves. And they said basically an example that stood out was the tall, lush grass under the wooden bridge in Overgrown. Now, I think that was the most popular map. Could be wrong. I remember playing on that map quite a bit because I used to play Call of Duty pretty religiously up until Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 was the last Call of Duty I have played. So, I mean, it was a great game, and Overgrown was like a really, really fun map because it was like an open field, if I can remember right. And I just love that map like a whole bunch. So, yeah, this trailer looks really good, and I cannot wait to see like what they got to do. But let me get into why. I know why, but they include the Modern Warfare with Infinite Warfare for $80 because they don't want the Modern Warfare version to outsell the Infinite Warfare, because how would that look on paper? Oh wow, Modern Warfare Remastered sold more than the Infinite Warfare game itself. So I mean, I know why they did it. It's not right. I mean, it is. I know from a business standpoint it probably is, but for consumer wise, nobody wants Infinite Warfare, so you're basically making them buy two games when they really only want one. That's where it kind of gets you, and it's like, really? Are you serious right now? But whatever, it's Activision again. I mean, like I said, it's a business move. It's not really for the consumer at all, because if it was for the consumer, they'd sell it separately. But mark my words, 6 to 8 months down the road, the game will be sold on its own because the hype of Infinite Warfare will be all gone. And you'll be able to pick this game up maybe digital only, or it will be on its own disc where you can go to the store and pick it up. Or both. Probably like 15 to 20 bucks, I would assume. Somewhere around there is what it's going to cost for Modern Warfare to be on its own. And then, secondly, or whatever, the other thing I wanted to talk about here about Modern Warfare, it's going to include 10 maps at launch and then 16 in total. So it looks like they're going to basically have 10 ready for launch, and then they're going to release 6 more in a future update or whatever. If it's going to be paid, I have no idea. I would assume not, but you just never know with Call of Duty. And yeah, so look forward to those things. And like I said, Modern Warfare Remastered looks really, really good. Like, if it was its own game, I'd probably consider just buying the remastered version of Call of Duty because it'd bring back so many memories for me, and it looks like it could be a lot of fun, especially with the new polish it brought to the game itself. And the last thing I want to talk about in this video today was Ark Survival Evolved. Alright, so if you guys aren't aware, Ark Survival is like a dinosaur game. You're on an island and you walk around, the map is just massive, and you're basically surviving like through dinosaurs online and stuff. So it's an early access game on Steam. It has been for like a year or two. I don't know exactly how long it's been on there, but it has been an early access title, and it is right now, I think it's like one of the most played games on Steam, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But anyways, that's not really why I want to talk about Ark Survival. They did a shady business move here in the last couple days. So they released a paid DLC for an early access game. Now this DLC is called Scorched Earth, and it basically is, you start on an island, and it have to survive. You have to get materials and get some water and all that good stuff to survive. I think they said you're even naked, if I'm not mistaken. And it costs $19.99 or $20. Now, here's the thing. This is an early access game. Now, this may seem harmless right now, but I know it's gotten a lot of backlash. I mean, as you can tell, like, the negative reviews are pretty high up there on Steam. So what happened is they thought it was a great idea to focus on making a paid DLC than focus on the actual game that they started out to make at launch or for release. Like, what do they do? Split up the dev team half and half and says, okay, you work on Ark Survival and then you guys work on Scorched Earth. Like, wouldn't you rather focus all your time and effort on making an actual game, the game you set out to make in the first place, instead of splitting up the dev team and make like a half-ass game? Like, I don't understand what they're trying to do here. But what happened is, I guess, or if you guys go on Steam right now, you should still be able to, because I went on there earlier today. Ark Survival is on sale for $17.99, and their Scorched Earth DLC is more than what the actual game is. So it's like, okay, that's a head scratcher. I don't know what to think about this. I mean, this could open the doors to so many bad things in the future, especially with early access games. If this goes over well, and if it sells a lot, and like they can get rid of the negative reviews because people will still buy it regardless, so like whatever. But what can happen is these developers will be like, oh, well, our game isn't done yet, but it's going to be early access. But then if you guys want more content while we're making the game, we will make it paid DLC. No, that's not logic. Focus on the first game you want to make and then come out with DLC afterwards. After you got that game in production and ready to release or released already. Don't release paid DLC during the time that you're trying to make the game you originally set out to make. Oh, this could be bad. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Do you think this is right for these developers to release this paid DLC right now while it's still in early access? Or do you think they should have waited and said, oh, well, we should have just waited until we can release the game as a complete done game? Which I don't know if this game will actually ever be able to get done, because it feels like every time I play it, which I haven't played it much at all. I mean, the only time I actually ever physically played this game was on the Xbox One, like preview or whatever. And it was so buggy and like annoying, I just couldn't play it. The game didn't really speak to me, but I feel like the time that I played it, it's a buggy mess and it's just not gonna ever get done. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments, and make sure to like this video, comment, rate, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one.